I would like to make a small addition to the chief.
What is up? Gear Squad, Chaingear here, bringing you another video, and today I want to talk to you about E3 2017, the Sony PlayStation conference. Yes, that will be held on Monday, June 12th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, I'm so excited. You are going to see me cover this. I will probably live stream right after it, possibly, not 100% sure, but I'm excited to cover it. I cannot wait. PlayStation is my favorite thing ever, well, you know, when it comes to games, and I cannot wait for this press conference. So today we're going to talk about my hopes and dreams for the PlayStation conference. And guys, yes, there will be some hopes, there will be some dreams. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is Spider-Man. Spider-Man, they talked about it last E3. We saw a tiny glimpse of it. I am tired of these crappy Spider-Man games being made by crappy studios. No offense, Activision, but you produce crappy Spider-Man games. And so I want a really great one that's going to come from Insomniac. I just cannot wait to see what is this game actually going to be like. Is it going to flow like it's supposed to? Is it going to flow like I remember the Spider-Man games of GameCube generation? Like Spider-Man 2. I just can't wait to see, this new game come out and see what it's going to be called. Look at the actual gameplay. They have to show us some gameplay. I really hope they don't ignore it. Spider-Man Homecoming, the movie is coming out, and it just makes sense for them to go ahead and show us some gameplay. So PlayStation, please. This is not even a dream. This is more like a hope. I hope they show Spider-Man. Another thing that I'm really excited for, and I've talked about this every E3 for the last 2 or 3 E3s. Where is Sucker Punch? Now, if you guys don't know Sucker Punch, these are the guys that have made Infamous and Sly Cooper. But most importantly, Infamous, because those are the games that came out recently. Infamous 1, Infamous 2, and of course, Infamous Second Son, which was close to a launch title for the PlayStation 4. It's been many years now. We have heard nothing from Sucker Punch. I'm really excited from this. I don't believe it's going to be a new Infamous game. To be honest, I hope it's not a new Infamous game. And I'm assuming it's going to be a brand new IP with awesome tight controls and hopefully some sort of third-person action. It's my favorite kind of a video game. It's my favorite genre, third-person action. So I hope we see something brand new. And if we do see an Infamous game, I hope we see something that's very different from the other games that we've seen. And I don't mean necessarily changing what the Infamous style of gameplay is, but maybe like have 3 different characters that we can pick from and play through their storylines. Then maybe have like a co-op mode or something. I don't know, just something that really makes me feel like, you know, Sucker Punch, you've been working on this thing for God knows how many years. So I'm really excited. Even if it's not released this year or next year, I just want to see what you guys are doing. Please. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is actually 2 games, because I really only hope they show one of them. And I hope it's the second. The Last of Us 2, or The Last of Us Part 2, and Days Gone. Now, these are 2 different zombie games by 2 completely different studios. Now, you guys know The Last of Us, my favorite game of all time, and honestly, I'm totally okay if we don't see any more information about The Last of Us 2. And if we do, I'm okay with it being another tiny teaser and then telling us that it's 2 years out. I'm okay with that. I don't need to see anything else for The Last of Us. But what I do want to see is Days Gone. We saw some Days Gone information. We saw some Days Gone, actual gameplay. And then other people, the press, got to see more gameplay behind doors. I'm really excited to see what else is going to happen in Days Gone. We saw some awesome zombie killing action. Now I want to see what else is this game about. Is it just about running around killing hordes? Because there's a huge difference between Days Gone and The Last of Us. The Last of Us is about tactical, 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 5. But it's not like a ton of people, a ton of zombies, I should say. And, you're Joel, like, just gunning down zombies. No. It's about, one shot, make your 1 shot counter, use this brick and throw it over here, be tactical. Days Gone looks like it's just massacre. So I'm really excited to see what are the differences between these 2 games. And I hope that we get a release date for Days Gone. And I hope it's this year. If it's not, again, I'm okay with that. But I hope that it is this year because I'd love to sink my teeth into another zombie game. You guys know how much I love my zombie games. So we'll see what happens there. The next game I want to talk about is Detroit Become Human. I don't want to take too much time with this. We saw a fair amount of gameplay, or at least in-engine, trailer, and I'd love to see another snippet of the gameplay, see what else is going on, and give us a release date. Detroit Become Human has a lot to kind of bear. It's by Quantic Dream, the guys that made Heavy Rain. They also made another game that I can't remember, Beyond Two Souls, and that didn't really do too well. So I'm hoping that Detroit Become Human is really a game that kind of follows Heavy Rain's footsteps and not Beyond Two Souls. So I don't really want to talk too much about that. I just hope we get to see it. The next game is not a PlayStation exclusive. It is Destiny 2. I love Destiny. You guys know this. I plan on covering Destiny a ton on this channel once Destiny 2 comes out. Nothing crazy, just some streams and things like that. But I just want to see, what else are we getting with Destiny 2? I mean, the game's coming out this year. It's coming out in September. It's not that far away. And so I'm really excited to see, what do these worlds look like? What does the open world look like? What does the mission system look like? What's really different? A lot of people are making fun of Destiny 2 by calling it Destiny 1.5. I mean, it is what it is, but come on, Bungie, show us that it's not 1.5. Show us that it's 2. Show us that there is a difference. So I'm really excited. It will happen on the PlayStation stages if it's going to happen anywhere because they have that relationship. So I hope to see that there. The next thing is it is definitely an exclusive, and it's God of War. I loved the God of War trailer. At first I had no idea what it was, and then quickly I was like, this I feel like it's God of War. And then Kratos comes out of the shadows. Oh man, and it was incredible. We already saw gameplay. Sure, show me another trailer, show me some cinematics, but when is it coming out? Just give us the release date. I want to know. Last year they showed us all of these games. They showed us all of this awesome gameplay, cinematics. Just tell us when the games are coming out. I don't mind if they don't come out anytime soon, but if you can tell us when and then show us some more stuff during maybe PlayStation Experience, great. Otherwise, why did you show it to us last year? So I hope that we get to see some more information about God of War. Maybe some more gameplay, maybe show us if there are other modes or anything like that. I really hope to see that. All right. Enough of the games. Let's get away from the games for a bit. I know you're probably like, why would we get away from the games? But PlayStation is more than just a game, or I should say more than just a publisher. It's also a console manufacturer. It's a platform. And one of the things that I'd really like to see is PlayStation embrace the esports scene. And there's two ways that I want to see them do this. One is I just want to see a better esports community on PlayStation. And that's kind of up to them. There's not really, I know there's the tournaments app in PlayStation, and I hope they kind of change some things about that. But I thought about this a lot when we were doing the BCL. It made me think why isn't there more support? And how hard is it really to utilize that? So I'd like to see them embrace a little bit more of esports. And another thing I'd like to see them do around esports is have those controllers. I don't know if you guys know about this, but Xbox has their Elite controller, which is, obviously for pros or for people who want an elite experience. I actually would just like it if PlayStation had certified controllers in the US. There are 2 Pro controllers that are certified in the EU, or I should say the UK region, whatever, but it's not in the US. But what would be cool is maybe if they just partnered with a company like Scuff, or maybe if they just talked about it. But, I'd like to see them just dive a little bit more into the esports scene, because, esports is kind of everything right now. And so I'm hoping to see them dive a little bit deeper into that. Speaking of software on the PlayStation that aren't games, the community app, it's terrible. I don't like it. If you guys know, there's a Chaingear gaming community. I very rarely update it. It would be awesome if we had community features on the PC, so we could actually do things on the PC that would affect the community app on PlayStation, and vice versa. Right now, it's just kind of a mess. I'm not on PlayStation that often, but there's a community that I want to work with and I want to help. Not help, but I want to, cultivate, and I can't do that. That's why I'm on communities like Discord. Shameless plug in the description. Join our Discord. So it's kind of annoying. I hope they redo the communities app, or at least they add some things in it. I'd love to see that. All right, another thing is hardware. I'd love to see, or at least hear them talk about the Vita. They're not going to. But please talk about the Vita. I have a Vita, it's not with me, but are you going to refresh it? Probably not. But what is happening with it? Is it worthless? Should I sell it? Should I keep it? I really want to know what's happening with the Vita. I love the Vita. I think it's awesome. Should you make a new one? Yes. But will you? No. So, just let me know what's happening there. Please don't leave me hanging. Same thing with PlayStation VR. PlayStation VR, I don't know if it's successful or not. But what's going on with it? Are there new games that are coming out for it? Again, I'm not super concerned about what those games are. I'm not going to get them anytime soon. But if there's a killer game that's coming out for it, maybe Fallout VR, please let us know so we know if it's worth thinking about buying one in the near future. I definitely don't mind buying a PlayStation VR. I just need to know why I'm buying it. Right now, there's just no reason. So show us that killer app and we'll buy it. The next thing is a bit of a long shot. There's not too many more things I want to talk about, but they're definitely long shots. PlayStation Television. Now we've talked about this before, and I don't mean PlayStation TV or PlayStation View, but I mean an actual certified PlayStation Television. They've done this once before, and people that bought these monitors, these televisions, they love them. I know people who still own them and still use them. They're still weirdly expensive. But I'm hoping that they might have at least a certified line or something that makes it easy for PlayStation 4 Pro users to know, oh, I can buy this 27-inch, 34-inch, 40-inch, 50-inch TV, and it'll work perfectly with my 4K and HDR settings. It's super frustrating. I have a 4K HDR television, and it does not work on my PlayStation 4 Pro. The HDR doesn't, because it's not the right type. So can you just tell us which ones are right? Just have a quick partnership with Vizio. Have a quick partnership with Samsung. Have a quick partnership with your own company, Sony, and just tell us which are the TVs that we can have, or just make one. I would buy one. If you had an HDR 4K TV, monitor, whatever, for $500, I'd buy it. Done. I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. I'd put it right here on my desk and I would just play it. So hopefully they can do something like that. I highly doubt it. It's a long shot, but we'll see. Another long shot is Death Stranding. That is Hideo Kojima's game, the founder, the creator, I should say, of Metal Gear Solid. And he has the brand new game Death Stranding. I'd love to see that game on stage again. Highly doubt it. But they might just go ahead and throw a teaser. To be honest, they might throw a teaser out every single year until the game's out. Let's say the game comes out in 2019. That's only 2 more teasers. I wouldn't be too surprised. I'd like for them to do it. Increase the hype train. It's rolling pretty fast. Just keep it going. Maybe throw a couple clues for the internet to go crazy over. Go ahead and do something even crazier. Throw a demo out there, a tech demo, so we can try something crazy. I'd love to see Hideo do something like that. But again, it's a long shot. All right, I've got 3 more long shots. This one's not too long though. Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 1 was it was a PlayStation 3 title only on PlayStation. Now I'm assuming Red Dead Redemption 2 will be multi-platform. There's really no reason for it not to be, right? And so I'd love to see it on the PlayStation stage though. Rockstar and PlayStation have a good relationship, so I'm hoping to see Red Dead Redemption somewhere this E3. Highly possible they won't. I've heard a lot of things where people say Rockstar doesn't need E3. Rockstar's so huge and so successful that they don't need E3. But so is Minecraft. Granted, Minecraft was bought by Microsoft, but that's a different story. So I'd love to see what happens. Another really successful is Activision, and they have Call of Duty, which I'm sure we'll see at PlayStation. Not that I care. Sorry, guys. But Red Dead Redemption, can't wait to see if that shows up. Outside of that, the other 2. But let me explain first. Platinum Games Remastered. I know you're probably like, first of all, who's Platinum Games? And if you are saying that means you don't know me well enough. Platinum Games, they're the guys that created Nier Automata. They're the ones that created Metal Gear Rising. They're the ones that created Bayonetta. They're the ones that created Vanquish. I would love, and I highly doubt it's going to happen, but I would love to see Vanquish, Bayonetta, and Metal Gear Rising, all 3 of those games, be re-released on the PlayStation 4 4K HDR 60 frames per second. It recently just happened on PC. Why did it not come out for PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro? It makes no sense to me. If you just remastered your games, why didn't you put them on the new advanced consoles? Put them on Scorpio. Put them on PlayStation 4. Give us PlayStation 4 Pro support. I would buy them instantly. I love those games, so I'm really hoping that we get to see Vanquish and Bayonetta, and of course Metal Gear Rising, but most importantly, Vanquish and Bayonetta. So I hope to see those games. And the last thing I want to talk about, and again, this is a long shot, but one of them isn't, but the other one probably is, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remastered, or Remake, or new version, whatever. Kingdom Hearts 3, we've seen gameplay for it, so, you know, why not see it? It's not a crazy long shot. I feel like it's time. Show us Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Tell us the release date. 2020? Okay. But give us the release date. Final Fantasy VII? Okay. Show us a little bit of gameplay. We haven't seen any gameplay. I don't think the game exists. Just kidding. But we have seen, you know, some cinematics. Show us a little bit of gameplay. Tell us the release date. 2020? Okay. But just tell us what the release date is. Woo! Okay, guys. I'm tired. I'm done. Thank you so much for listening to this ridiculous list of hopes and dreams for PlayStation. You guys know they're going to come out with a new IP, hopefully from Sucker Punch and maybe somewhere else as well. I'm sure we're going to see a whole bunch of other titles. I'm sure there's things I missed. You know that we're going to get some more remasters, maybe Resistance or something. So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. Like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. I will see you guys online, hopefully playing a game maybe like Killing Floor 2, because that recently came out free for PlayStation Plus users. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much, guys.